History is filled with mysteries that have puzzled scholars and intrigued the curious for centuries. Today, we're counting down the top 10 mysteries in history that are still unsolved. Let's dive in. At number 10, we have the disappearance of the Roanoke Colony. In 1587, over 100 English settlers established a colony on Roanoke Island, off the coast of what is now North Carolina. Led by John White, they aimed to establish a permanent English presence in the New World. But when White returned to England for supplies, he was delayed by a war with Spain. When he finally returned 3 years later, the colony was deserted. The only clue? The word Croatoan was carved into a tree. Was it a sign? A message? No one knows for sure. Some believe they integrated with local tribes. Others think they tried to sail back to England or were lost to disease or conflict. To this day, the fate of the Roanoke settlers remains one of history's most enduring enigmas. What do you think happened? Next, at number 9, we have the case of the world's most infamous unsolved serial killer, the identity of Jack the Ripper. In 1888, a mysterious figure terrorized London's Whitechapel district, committing a series of gruesome murders. Despite the best efforts of Scotland Yard and some very confused detectives, Jack's true identity remains a mystery to this day. Was it a doctor, a prince, a time-traveling space alien? The theories are as wild as a Victorian-era mustache. Speaking of mustaches, some thought it was a local barber. Talk about a close shave with danger. Even Sherlock Holmes would have been stumped. So who was Jack the Ripper? A frustrated writer? An eccentric artist? A misunderstood mime? We may never know. Jack left us with a mystery that's still ripperific. Next, at number 8, we have the Voynich Manuscript, arguably the world's most mysterious book. Discovered in 1912 by a rare book dealer, this manuscript is filled with writing in an unknown language and odd, fantastical drawings. Despite the best efforts of cryptographers, linguists, and even AI, no one has been able to decipher it. Some think it's an elaborate hoax, others believe it's a secret code, and others even say it's a guide to alien botany. Imagine if it's just an alien's doodle book. What's clear is that it's over 600 years old and has passed through many hands, including emperors and collectors. The Voynich Manuscript remains one of history's greatest puzzles. Will it ever be solved? Only time will tell. Number 7, it's the Bermuda Triangle. This region, stretching from Miami to Bermuda to Puerto Rico, is infamous for making ships and planes vanish without a trace. Over the years, countless vessels have entered these waters and never returned, sparking wild theories and endless curiosity. Some say it's sea monsters, others blame aliens, and a few suggest magnetic anomalies messing with navigation instruments. Scientists have investigated, but so far, there's no definitive answer. It's a real head-scratcher. Interestingly, most trips through the Bermuda Triangle are completely uneventful. It's not all doom and gloom. The Bermuda Triangle remains an enigma of the high seas. Speaking of the ocean, at number 6, we have the ghost ship, the Mary Celeste. In 1872, the Mary Celeste was found adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, perfectly seaworthy, but completely abandoned. The ship's cargo was intact, and there were no signs of struggle. It was as if the crew simply vanished into thin air. Investigators found a few clues, like a missing lifeboat and some water in the hold, but nothing definitive. The fate of the Mary Celeste's crew remains one of maritime history's greatest puzzles. What really happened to the crew? The mystery continues to captivate imaginations to this day. Number 5, we have the enigmatic Feos Disc, an ancient puzzle that still baffles experts. Discovered in 1908 on the Greek island of Crete, this clay disc dates back to around 1700 BC and is covered in mysterious symbols. Archaeologists have studied it for over a century, but no one has cracked the code. The symbols don't match any known language. Some think it's an ancient calendar, others say it's a board game, and a few believe it holds a secret message. Despite modern technology and countless theories, the purpose and meaning of the Feos Disc remain a mystery, inviting us to keep wondering and exploring. Next up, at number 4, we have the incredible Nazca Lines, giant geoglyphs etched into the Peruvian desert. Created over 2,000 years ago by the Nazca people, these massive drawings depict animals, plants, and geometric shapes, stretching over 800 miles. The purpose of these lines remains a mystery. Some believe they were landing strips for aliens. Others think they were part of ancient rituals or even maps of the stars. Modern technology helps us see these incredible designs more clearly, but the why and how are still debated. The Nazca Lines remain one of history's most intriguing puzzles. Next, number 3, we have the Shroud of Turin, a relic that has fascinated and puzzled people for centuries. This ancient linen cloth bears the faint image of a man, and some believe it's the burial shroud of Jesus Christ. Over the years, the shroud has undergone numerous scientific tests to determine its age and origins. While some tests suggest it dates back to the Middle Ages, others argue it's much older. Theories range from a miraculous image to a clever medieval forgery. Despite advanced techniques like carbon dating and DNA analysis, the shroud's true origin remains debated. Now at number 2, we have the WOW signal, a potential message from extraterrestrials. In 1977, astronomer Jerry Ehman was scanning the cosmos when he detected a strange radio signal coming from deep space. The signal was so unusual, Ehman wrote "wow" next to it, giving the signal its famous name. The WOW signal lasted 72 seconds and came from the Sagittarius constellation, but despite numerous attempts, it's never been detected again. Decades later, scientists are still searching for answers, hoping to unravel the mystery of the WOW signal. Is it proof of alien life? The WOW signal remains one of space's greatest mysteries. Finally, at number 1, we have the iconic Stonehenge, an ancient marvel that continues to intrigue and mystify. Built over 4,000 years ago on England's Salisbury Plain, Stonehenge is a ring of towing stones arranged in a circle. Despite centuries of study, its exact purpose remains a mystery. Was it a burial site or a place of rituals? Stonehenge was built using incredible engineering skills, with stones transported from miles away. Today, it stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, inviting us to wonder about its creators and their ancient knowledge. These unsolved mysteries continue to fascinate and intrigue us, reminding us that despite all our advancements, there are still many unknowns in our past. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical mysteries.